It's supposed to be payday for U.S. federal workers, but due to a partial government shutdown, there's no cash to deposit. And with no end in sight to that shutdown, many are worried about how they'll pay for groceries and how they'll cover their rent. The CBC's Ellen Morrow is in Washington at something called a, quote, Shutdown Social, where those affected workers have come together. Ellen, thanks for being with us. Describe what's happening there.
Hi, Vashi. We're at a high school just on the outskirts of Washington, D.C. in Silver Spring, Maryland. And you can see behind me there are more than 100 federal workers who are affected by the shutdown who've come here for this potluck dinner. You can see some of the offerings here put together by a local councilman. All this food free for these families who today did not receive their paycheck. Now, we're going to talk to a man who's a popular guy here named Frank Silverstein. He's the local chair of the American Federation of Government Employees. Frank, yes. Thanks for talking to us. Yeah. So your union members are affected by the shutdown. Yes. What are they saying to you?
Well, I haven't been in a lot of contact with too many because mainly I deal with equal opportunity discrimination complaints. But actually I was down on the Capitol Hill 2 days ago. We were in the backdrop. We actually were in front of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Leader Chuck Schumer, Minority Leader of the Senate, and we were basically we're basically hostages in the midst of this unfortunate shutdown of federal workers. And I personally was given a furlough notice on the 22nd of December, and just last night I was told by my supervisor to contact. I may be coming back to work part-time on Monday. They haven't determined how many hours, but so far I'm due. I normally would be receiving a paycheck today, but unfortunately I'm not getting anything. Fortunately, I've saved up savings. I'm fairly near retirement, so it's not affecting me, but I have a lot of, most of the employees at Census are earning paycheck to paycheck, and they're barely making ends meet, and they have to worry about things like making mortgage payments, medical payments, car payments, house insurance, home insurance for cars or a home, and bills for Christmas that need to be paid now, and they're going to have to deal with late fees unless they can have generous creditors that are willing to give them a pass on this. So it's a lot of stress. A lot of people have medical problems. They have to decide if they can afford their medical co-pays. You know, unfortunately,
really
in Canada, of course, you don't have that system, but we do, and everything has to be paid for, even if federal employees normally have health insurance, and that is continuing, but this adds stress, exacerbates a lot of the problems, and sometimes people stress will drive a lot of conditions into more unfortunate situations, and
a lot of stress, a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah, a lot of uncertainty, and there's no end in sight as far as we know. I think what happened, in around December 19th, I think it was, apparently there was an agreement from the president to Senate Leader McConnell to pass this without a wall, and then all of a sudden things erupted.
And they're continuing to erupt, and in lots of uncertainty. We have to leave it there, Frank, but thank you for sharing the employees' views with us. And that's what a lot of people here at Vashi are saying, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of anxiety, but thankfully this community effort to make sure these people are having a free dinner tonight.
All right, thank you so much, Ellen. That's Ellen Morrow for us in Washington.